name is Birdie, and welcome to my channel. This is the, sixth time I'm trying to record this overlay, and I think I finally got it. I'm using some headphones I got from Target, the little microphone thing, so you might hear some puffing. Sorry about that, I don't have a real mic. Anyways, this is going to be an art channel where I am documenting my process of learning, where I learned how to actually do art in different perspectives with color theory and stuff like that. Today I'll be starting with perspective, as I am following this little guide thing I got from this YouTuber named Anime Charlie, where he gives beginner tips on what to do before learning figure drawing and anatomy and stuff like that. I'll link the video I watched from him down below, along with any other videos I've been using to learn along the way. But it won't be much today, as I actually already know a bit of perspective since I've been doing it in my school. So today we'll be doing first and second perspective, and that is because I could not get my iPad to record third perspective because I have such limited space that when I'm recording, it'll suddenly just stop in the middle and never save my video. It's annoying, but I've been trying to work around it. So next video will be third perspectives and different shapes stacked on top of each other. You'll want to start out with a line in the middle and placing a dot in the middle. This dot is the vanishing point. This is what we will use to create our lines for our 3D shape, as the shapes are supposed to come down towards the point. I'm going to be drawing a bunch of random shapes throughout the page, simply because I'm kind of lazy and I didn't want to have to go back and redo each shape from every time I start a new one. So as I'm doing that, let's just talk. Some of you may notice that I already have 200 subscribers, and some of you may be those subscribers. That is because this channel used to be a different channel, still run by me, just this time I'm a little older and I'm doing different stuff. If some of you remember what that was, it was gacha life content. Because I was a gacha kid and I'm not afraid to admit that. Yeah, I actually just kind of find it funny now. But yeah, welcome back. If you just randomly get this video recommended to you and you notice you were already subscribed, you probably forgot you were even subscribed. But if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. It'd be great if you wanted to stay. Anyways, for the shape, you'll want to take the ruler or straight line tool and you want to place the end of it on the vanishing point. Then you'll attach it or position it to each corner of the shape and bring it down towards the point. You'll then just reline the shape near the back at any spot you want, and this will create the 3D effect with the 1-point perspective. I separated the layers, but some of you can't do that if you're doing it on paper, so try your best when erasing the excess lining.
Sorry if I sound a little awkward. I'm not really used to doing voiceovers for stuff, because even with my old channel, I only ever did that every once in a while, and sometimes it was just with other people to where we could just talk, and I find it easier to talk to people than my computer screen. And sorry if the sound is buffering, I don't know how to fix that, even with my headphone microphone. maybe when I get an actual microphone it'll work, but right now I'm a broke high school student, so I can't afford one right now. These shapes, I'm gonna just like talk about myself for a little bit so y'all can get to know me. So as I said before, my name is Birdie. It's sort of my nickname in my family and friends. But other things about me is that I have 3 dogs. I have basically 3 pit bulls, kind of. One of my dogs, his name is Link. He's my second dog. He was labeled as a pit bull from the shelter we got him from, but he's more of a mix of sorts. My oldest dog is Maggie. I've had her since I was really young, like 5. And then I have a puppy named Delilah. Delilah and Maggie are both full breed bred pit bulls. We really love pit bulls in this household. But I do have an Instagram. It's the same name as the channel, Luna's World Art, Luna_world_art. And I'll be posting clips of my YouTube videos on there, as I do have a few drawings up there, but they're pre-decision to actually learn how to draw. But you're probably wondering why I call myself Birdie, but my channel name is Luna. Luna is my OC, sort of. I actually do sort of a what's it called, self-insert kind of thing with my world, where Birdie is the Luna's World counterpart to me, because it's my nickname, and it's just, when I get into actually drawing, I'll explain more of my lore, because I don't want to just say it out all in the first video. But I do play the viola. I'll probably mention that a lot, especially with this upcoming school year, where I play as viola in my school's varsity orchestra. I've been using my uncle's old viola because he let me have it, and so it's currently sitting on my floor, and I've taken private lessons, and I just love the viola. I plan on continuing to play the viola after college and all that, and I'll probably keep it as like a side thing, as my main career is going to be architecture, but still gonna play it even after I graduate high school and college and such. I also do archery sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, but I do have a bow and some arrows just sitting in the corner of my room. I need to get that out soon, since I haven't done it in a while, but it is sort of hot where I am right now, so it's sort of bad weather to go out and play with bow and arrows. I'm actually taking art this year in high school. I haven't been able to take art at all, since I've always had to do some other class like gym, or when my middle school decided that we could only have 2 electives and they wouldn't let me change my elective choice after they announced it, which I still don't know why they did that. We are now gonna do a 2-point perspective, which, as the name says, there's now 2 points instead of 1. I'm gonna draw a line in the middle of my page again. You don't actually have to draw a line at the middle, but that's just what I do. I'm using the mirror tool to add 2 points, because I would like for them to be symmetrical. And for a simple shape to do with 2-point perspective is to take a ruler or the line tool and to just make a diamond shape moving from the points to when they meet in the middle. And as you can see, I'm going the much, I guess, lazier route, despite it taking longer, of flipping the page and such. But you'll add a line down the middle and on either side for the 3D aspect of it, if that makes sense. And I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my lines because I want to have more room on my page and I just like it better. But yeah, 2D 2-point isn't much different from 1-point. It's kind of easy. If you think so, I think it's a little easy. But 3-point is where it gets a little harder. So anyways, to start the next shape that isn't in the middle, you want to make a line for the corner and just come down with the sides from each point. Left side with left point and right side with right point. You know, if you haven't noticed already, I don't have a script. I did write one, but after the third attempt of trying it to record audio, I just started winging it because I didn't feel like following the script. Anyways, some more stuff about me is that I like to play video games. I know, not really interesting or unique, but what I do think is unique that I can't play video games right now on my computer because my PC is fried. It is either the hard drive or I think the RAM, but either way, I can't play video games on it right now, and I found it really funny after I realized, oh, it's not a virus, the thing's just broken. But, anyways, some of the things I like are Sonic the Hedgehog and Undertale. I'm more getting into Undertale now, but it's been my main thing and probably the first fandom I've ever actually joined. So it has a near and dear spot in my heart. Sonic the Hedgehog is more recent, with me like sort of joining the fandom when I watched the first and second movies, like 2 or maybe a year after they came out. But I do have a lot of Sonic memorabilia in my room. I probably could have mentioned this earlier, but I didn't. But if you hadn't noticed, my intro and my outro, when you hear it, both have just regular copyright-free music. That is because I was using Canva to make this, but I was using my school account, so I had access to all the membership perks. But I am I'm too poor to do a membership on my regular account to have the sound effects I was using before, so it's copyright-free music until I can get that sorted out. I do also like Minecraft Story Mode, the old game from 2010 by Telltale. I haven't really been able to buy anything from it because it's such an old game and it's sort of archived, but I have made my own sort of memorabilia, fan works sort of things, and I do plan on making more because I find them really fun. It's the only thing I can actually buy from Minecraft Story Mode. But well, I'm gonna say it now because I'll probably reference it later in the future, but I am from Texas, so I do know about the phone ban and the anything that sends an electric signal ban, which I find ridiculous. I had to buy a whole new set of headphones because all my other headphones are wireless or gaming headphones, which is really annoying. But I do plan on watching a lot of YouTube on my Chromebook when I get back in school and we're given the Yonder pouches, because my school decided they're going to do that for some reason. But only for middle school and high school. Not the elementary schools, but whatever. My friends actually introduced me to the ridiculous Barbie movies from a while ago, so I've been sometimes watch those, and I'll probably be watching a lot of that while in class, simply because I have nothing else to do, and it's kind of hard to do anything in your free time when you don't have access to your own phone. You probably noticed this by now, but I am doing something a little different on screen. I'm trying to make a 2-point perspective pyramid from an image I saw on Google. I'll put that up there. But, I guess 2-point perspective other shapes are a little different from squares, so maybe I'll add that in my 3-point perspective. We'll see. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, as this was just a one-time thing, and I didn't really know what I was doing. With the video coming to an end, I would like to say thank you for watching, and I hope you'd like to subscribe if you're not already. It would be great if you could leave a like or a comment as well. My Instagram will be in the description if you would like to follow that, and with that, I hope you have a good day or night. See you soon!